Hello everyone and welcome to the final in the 12 Days of Sketchmas video series. I've had an awful lot of fun doing this and I'm really glad the reception of these videos has done so well. For today's prompt we'll be working on the theme Holiday Crown, and I'm going to explain a little bit about my sort of thoughts and process behind that. With this video, I actually was massively inspired by the animated film Anastasia. It's one of my firm favourites. I love the outfits and costume design. The animation is gorgeous. The songs in it are just, I've got a lot of love for that film. And I was really inspired by Anastasia's crown in there, and I could not unsee it in my head. So in the end, that's what I went for. I sort of kept to a very muted colour palette with this. Originally I wasn't going to. I was just going to have line art and no colour, with maybe a little bit of shiny put in there. But in the end I decided to colour the entire piece. Not much is really about this piece. I just really wanted to draw a very fancy crown with a very fancy lady, and that's what I did for Holiday Crown. I had a few ideas for this. I could have gone flower crown with poinsettias or poinsettias. I can never pronounce that word. Maybe you guys can teach me in the comments section down below. But I had this sort of idea with like the poinsettias and the flowers for holidays, maybe like holly leaves and mistletoe to make a sort of like flower crown, and maybe have Marie sort of wearing it, and that was an option that I was going to do, but I just couldn't get Anastasia out of my head. So that's how this video came about. I just wanted to have this have a very simple portrait, with the highlight of this piece being this big beautiful crown. Now, I have really enjoyed doing Sketchmas this year, and I'm really glad that we're going to be able to do the last video is a speed paint, because this is what I really enjoy doing. I love drawing, and it's something that has always been super fun to me, and it's really beautiful as well to see everyone's interpretations of the prompts. I've been tagged in quite a few up on Instagram and Twitter, and it's just amazing to see people's creations and ideas behind the same prompt list. Now, anyone can do these prompts. You don't have to. I know it's the 24th, but you know, I'm absolutely fine with people doing these prompts if they want to. I did think of doing a challenge for January, maybe doing January, but I'm not sure yet because I have a lot of work to do in January. So we'll see what I come about to, because I'm not sure yet. But I have a lot of plans for 2021. I am super excited. I have plans that I want to do up on this channel, and it's something that especially doing these last 2 weeks, during these last 12 days of doing these videos, that has been a bit of a challenge, like having to make sure I film several videos at once and editing several videos at once. Definitely has been a bit of a challenge, but I really have enjoyed it. Does this mean that there's going to be an increased amount of content up on my channel? Now, I can't guarantee this because some days are much busier than others, especially for me where I'm working full-time as an artist. I can't always guarantee that I am going to be able to produce a video like 3 or 4 times a week. I think I'm going to still stick to my Thursday content, but I really want to start doing streaming. I will be doing streams again up on this channel. I sort of took a break from it for personal reasons, but I'm feeling refreshed and ready to go, so I will be starting up the Sunday streams again next year. Now, this is my last video for 2020, so this does mean that I won't be posting again this year. I know I really enjoy doing video content, and I've really had a lot of fun exploring videos this year, and I'm really looking forward to having a small break. I'll be back in 2021 with more content, more stuff, and maybe even some studio vlogs. Like, I want to show you the behind the scenes of what it's like working as a small business. It would be really fun to show you like the ins and outs, the good days, the bad days, because some days are better than others, and maybe I can help other people if they want to start their own small businesses as well. Now, this doesn't mean that my content is going to massively change, because I know that a lot of people really do enjoy the speed paints, and a lot of people do enjoy sort of like the content that I do. but I've been wanting to branch out a little bit for a while. I really want to do some really fun content. Maybe we design some characters to go in a animation series and we could talk about animation. Maybe we talk about other artists and how and like study their work together and sort of like have fun and designing. Like there's a lot of stuff that I really want to do, and it's kind of one of those, I want to do everything and I can't do everything, if that makes any sense. But I have really enjoyed doing YouTube these last 5 years, and I'm very excited to continue and do more. I'm really grateful for each and every one of you, even if you watch these videos, even if you watch them at a later date. Like, I'm very grateful to every single one of you. A big huge shout out to everyone up in the Discord. Like, thank you for always supporting me and giving me ideas. Thank you to everyone who watches these videos, who follows me on Instagram, who follows me on Twitter, who supports me on Patreon. Like, without you, I would not be able to do what I love, and I am extremely grateful for that. Like, I don't think you understand how much this means to me. Like, it's some days obviously harder than others, and you do feel like you are not producing the best that you can, and it can be difficult when you see other people succeeding and doing great things and you're just like not quite getting there. And but I am very, very happy and grateful to have been able to take the steps. And this year has been a difficult one. It's been a difficult one for a lot of people, and I'm really grateful that you take time out of your schedules to watch my content, comment in the comment section. It means an awful lot, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate every single one of you. And I know that sounds really silly because you probably hear it from all the time from other YouTubers and from other content creators, but it genuinely does mean the entire world, and I want you to know that I am grateful. Every single one of us who produces content out there is extremely grateful for every like, every comment, every share, everything. It means the world. Going back to this lovely lady, now that we've done all that sappiness and all that talk, I'm using here the Faber-Castell colour grip because I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to actually colour these, and I decided, hey, since these are water pencils, let's have a play around, and that's kind of what I did here. Fun fact, I was actually watching The Muppets Christmas Carol while doing this, so at some point I am awfully singing one of the songs, which I'm so glad that you can't hear, because one, because copyright, you will not be able to hear that anyway, but two, I was really singing my heart out. I do this as I'm like sometimes drawing. If a song comes on, I can't help but boogie. I can't help myself. It's maybe it's the musical theatre kid in me. I just really want to sing along and act along to everything that I see. I'm kind of happy with how this little lady turned out. She wasn't quite what I envisioned. Maybe I should have done her with like a reddy hair instead of a light brown. I think that would have made those poinsettias, or however you pronounce it, at the top stand out a little bit more. If we went for like a dark red, that would have really worked, especially with all this yellow. The hair sort of like blends out and it doesn't really work. I really like her green dress and the border and like how I've tried to incorporate other colours, but sometimes you like some pictures, sometimes you don't. And here is the final image, and this is the final post for Sketchmas 2020. I'm very, very grateful for you all watching the videos, and I hope you all have a wonderful holidays if you do celebrate it. If you don't, I hope you eat lots of food and have a good day anyway, and I will see you in 2021. I'm going to set some art goals and we're going to do this. I hope you all have a wonderful day, love what you do, and as always folks, stay creative.